Trees planted at a nursery are often planted deeper than they need to be, and they do that because they know they're going to be there short term. Helps them just be a little more stable, so they're not tipping over. But what we want to do today is, once this is all exposed, our ring's kind of ready, we'll come through and not pointing at the tree, but to the sides. We'll scrape away this top layer, get rid of some of these weeds, and we're going to expose what's called the root flare. And this is a zone where the tree transitions from trunk material into root material. So it's a very obvious zone on the tree. You see it flare out. That's where the roots start growing. But it's important that that is at or slightly above grade. A common issue with tree planting is that it arrives from the nursery already planted deep. People just assume that's the normal way it should be. A tree has an intended life cycle, and they're very hardy organisms, so you can kind of just plop it in wherever, and it might live 10 to 15 years, and it's never time to do a few steps to ensure it goes in correctly. Again, giving it this nice refreshed soil medium to grow out in, exposing this root flare so it has roots need oxygen as much as they need water, but just taking our time to do these things correctly and ensure this tree's here for 60, 80, 100 years. It's taken me a long time in my career to be proficient at this, and you guys are knocking it out of the park, so I'm super appreciative of your help. Who did this tree in particular? It's tentative. Awesome job. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You can see the nice, we've exposed this root flare perfectly, nice and visible. Roots like air as much as they like water. These things will work their way down into the soil, but we've ensured proper growing conditions. We've amended the soil, filled in that ring, given it a nice root growth transition zone. We've learned how having the soil that high up promotes poor growth, circling and girdling roots, odd little roots growing out of the trunk where they shouldn't be growing. It's hard to make things right. What we don't want to do is recreate that mess with mulch. And that's another huge issue. So, two common problems. Trees are planted incorrectly, trees are mulched incorrectly. Very subtle little things make a world of difference. So what's important is to have a nice ring of mulch within the drip zone of your tree. The drip zone being exactly right. So roughly out here, fortunately for us, it's about the same size as the circle that we put the tree in. So we want roughly 2 to 3 inches of mulch mounded up on the edge so water can stay in there, it doesn't flow out. It's especially important when you're on kind of a slope, helps things retain. This will insulate the tree and the roots both from heat and from cold, help retain moisture. There's a critical piece to that. Fist width around the tree, no mulch. Mulch never touches the tree. You see landscape contractors love to make those volcanoes that come up to about here. That's really, really bad. So we're going to focus again, fist width, no mulch, short little ring around the tree, 2 to 4 inches, going out to roughly the pit we had the tree installed in, and we're going to mound up that edge. If you've got some spoils, you can help build that ring around the edge with that.